Hi guys, so today I have a haul to share with you from Beadaholique. I don't know if it's Beadaholique, I really don't know. It's a channel I used to watch long ago. They're still around, and I think their channel's still going to keep going, but they are closing their online shop, and it's about beading. So everything I'm going to show you right now is all bead stuff, essentially. So I'm going to get right to it. I don't have any kind of association with them or discount code or anything good like that for you guys, but their store is 40% off basically, and like I said, I got this in a couple weeks ago, actually. I've just been holding on to it. If you go on for the first time, you know how when you go on a website, they're like, oh, how about your phone number and all this kind of thing, and we'll give you 10% off or whatever. I did that, and then they kept showing me that I get 10% off. Here's another code. Here's your code. Use it. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So finally, I did a little online chat with their little, like, whatever it is, or contact us, I can't remember. And they're like, oh yeah, we don't do that anymore because everything's 40% off and that's it. So I'm like, okay, but your site still says if you give your phone number for your information, you get 10% off. So maybe you want to change that. I don't know that they've taken it off. I found that kind of, because I don't even know if it's from them really. Maybe they sell that information to other people, because that's what happens, right, with companies. That's how that helps them out. But, so I don't know. I don't know about that. But what I'm trying to say is don't give them your phone number. There's no reason for it. Okay, unless you order, and then obviously do that. If you order, they do have Shop Pay as the checkout, or you can make an account. If you use Shop Pay, it says that you won't accumulate points, and they're going to close their shop anyway, but I did mention that in my review also. I'm like, or my message, I was like, after I hit, pay or whatever, because Shop Pay pops up for me on Tonic's website and other things, and it's not because it's like, what's it called, like a program. It's just a way of paying, like PayPal, so they already have my information, so I'm like, yeah, sure. So it goes through that. And then I guess they have options for billing over 6 months, things like that, if you want to take advantage of that. I never do that because I don't know. I feel like there's fees associated with those kinds of things. I don't know. All I know is they have my information, and they work with a bunch of companies, and supposedly you also work points with them, and I think I have like $5, but I don't know how to use it because I don't understand it. So it's just there in whatever this Shop Pay account is. Anyway, if you use Shop Pay, you can't accumulate bonus points, but I did mention that, and then she's like, oh, well, I see with, what I ordered, I get how many points, and it's $5 worth, so they credited me $5 on my order, which I didn't even check to see if they did that, but that's what she said that she did, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. It's something. Okay, so just letting you know, if you don't want to give me your info, don't do that. Ooh, I love the packing peanuts on here. It's this kind where you put them in the water and they melt, or like the kids can kind of play with them and make little things, so I'll definitely give those to Miranda. There's a ton of them in here. Okay, some of the items, like I said, they're 40% off, and it's still 40% off. Maybe they'll go 50, 60, 70, I don't know, but things are getting bought out from my cart, which I was like, I guess this website's pretty busy because I had put some things in there. I was like, I would like to have that tool. It was to work with memory wire. And like the next day when I finally was like, okay, maybe I'll make my order, maybe not, because I was waiting about that 10%, and I went ahead to place the order, and that got taken out along with a couple other items, like 3 things. So this I bought because it was a good price for Toho beads, which are usually more expensive. It does say that the beads might be different than what they show you in the images, so I thought that was interesting. But I love the way it says like 2 kits, because I did order 2. So this is interesting, the way they do their... I can see everything has like a sticker on it. So these 2 were stuck together. And let's see what they mean by, it might be different from what they showed you. So this is called Sonoran Sunset, and I guess there's some info here, but see, this it says it's a challenge. Use any size or shape Toho beads in these colors. So maybe that's why they're just going to throw in some random things, or is it everything? I don't know. I don't really understand that. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. And there's some other stuff over here. 16, 18, 20, 22. So 22 different things listed. I don't know if I have 22 things here. You guys can count. I'm not going to... But that's how I understood it, that it was just going to be a mix of different things. And it's a bead challenge. So I don't know what they were making. I just wanted the beads because they were a good price. So I don't even understand what... Maybe there's some kind of pattern you're supposed to follow, or use these things in something and they don't give you a pattern. I don't know. But it has this beautiful main bead, which is very awesome. Some bicones, which are really pretty. They look like they're glass. And then all these pretty things. And again, some of these are Toho. So what I would say is Delica beads are the ones that cost more. Toho still costs a little more anyway. The whole point of that is that they're more uniform. So Delica beads, are there any here? They're exactly like the same. I don't know if you can see, and they're squared off, like it's flat, right? The edges of them. So when you go to use them in beading or weaving or however, they just sit right next to each other and looks really awesome. These are just Toho brand and basically round beads, but the thing with Toho is that they're a little more uniform. A lot of times you buy round beads and they are completely different, like all different because they're just cut, it doesn't matter. So with Toho, supposedly, they're a little more uniform, okay? And I said a little more uniform. They're not perfectly uniform, but they are a little more uniform. So these are not Delica. These are just Toho. But for this many beads, and I think it was like 18 bucks or something, I was like, yeah, give me a couple. These are some connector type beads, or they have 2 holes. I mean, this is so pretty. The colors in here are gorgeous. I mean, we still have a lot more in different sizes. It looks like 11 O's, maybe some, 11 O's. These are probably, are they 8? Yeah, so these are 8. Size 6 would be bigger. So the smaller the number, the smaller the bead. That means how many of those fit in an inch. So if it's 11O, 11 beads fit in 1 inch. So if it's 8, obviously 8 beads fit in 1 inch, 6 beads fit. And so you can see that the beads would be bigger with a smaller number. These are 11. I mean, this is really pretty. And for me, I was like, well, I'll just make the one order and I'm done. And then it came with 1G thread, which is really great stuff. I mean, this will last you forever, even this small guy. Yeah, I mean, how pretty are all these colors together? Some special beads in there, and then the gold ones, of course. I'm telling you, it's funny. I was like, I need to do my loom beading because I bought that loom and I want to try it out for you guys that I got from Amazon. It's an adjustable loom. And I was just like, okay, what am I going to put together for that? But you know what? This kind of thing would be really great. And then look at these pretty guys. It says it is fire polished Persian turquoise and Picasso. That is really pretty. Oh my gosh. So yeah, definitely popped on that. And then I went ahead and ordered 2 because I knew they were going to be cool. I mean, I assume whatever's in here is very similar. So, very cool. These guys are funny. I already have a jewel loom, but these, again, this kit was on clearance. I don't even know, for like 15 bucks maybe less, I don't remember, but it came with a jewel loom, so I can definitely destash that. I have one and I ordered 2 of these, so 2 different ones. So this is really cool. It's a loom. It's all in one hand. I don't know how to explain it, like in one hand, but this one piece, should I say. It does come with a storage bag and some other items, but basically you put this little tension rod in there and then you do your threads, I guess, the warp threads. Is that warp threads? Weft goes the other. Anyway, yeah, your warp threads. And then once it's all threaded up, you remove this thing and it kind of opens, right? And that's what gives you your tension. So I think when I first used it, my tension was way weird because when I took it off the loom, it like crunched up. So it takes some work. You gotta, kind of learn it. And honestly, it was something like this that I did with it. And I can see this one's also kind of doing something funny. So maybe it wasn't like this. What I mean is I added beads on top. So maybe that's what made it look kind of weird. I don't know. This is the Williamsburg loom bracelet kit. So it comes with the pattern, the Toho. These are round beads. Again, these aren't Delica, but again, they're just a little more uniform. And these pretty colors, and it comes with the bead clasp ends, and you can see how there's only one here. I did a haul not too long ago showing you guys I ordered more of these on Amazon, but they're just like cheap ones. These guys are like $5 a set. So yes, the work, it takes a while, and it's definitely worth having a really nice end. But for me, I'm like, that's expensive. So I wanted to try it out, and there's one in here, a little E6000, and then some more, I think this is Nymo thread, possibly, in this one. So I thought that was really cool. So I was definitely like, yeah, let's get that. Okay. I'll tie that up later. This is the other one. Same thing, same pattern, same everything. It's just Sedona colors, or what they're calling Sedona Sunset. You can see maybe it's exactly the same pattern, just with different colors. And so here are those colors. They're very pretty. Again, one of those ends. A lot of information. I mean, there's a lot of papers here. So really nice. And then again, it came with the bead loom. So it's a nice way of getting that loom for a good price, and then all those beads that go with it. Let's see what else we have in here. Ooh, okay, so I had ordered a ton of Toho beads just by themselves, and it's hard to know because they're like 2 ounces or like 1 ounce. I don't even think they're actually that heavy because that would be a lot more. It might be in grams. So these are Delicas, and they are beautiful. Look how pretty they are, and they are so expensive. So, you know, they're like, with their clearance price or sale price, they're like, I think $2 or $3 a bag, but you usually need a couple bags of these to make anything, you know? And then you can imagine when they're not on sale. And some cost more. Even for this, it'd be $5 even with the sale. It just depends on the finish. So anyway, so here's all these pretty colors. The white. And then also make sure you're ordering the right sizes, because I do have them in different sizes and I wanted them all to be the same. So I was looking for 11Os. Those are really pretty. I did order some more of this 1G just to try it out, because I only have maybe a couple rolls that I've never really even gotten to, but I know it's a better thread. So I was like, well, might as well get it now that it's sale price. This is the, okay. So those guys are small packs like that. This one, and I'm actually wondering if this was a kit. I don't think so, because they're all individually labeled. These guys I had to pick all separately on my own, and some of these would sell out from under me. That's the other thing that was selling out. Colors of, you know what, I'm gonna open it like this. So I don't know if you guys want me to go through each and every one, but it's just a ton of Toho beads. I have plenty of other beads, so I'm like, well, let's make sure we're getting some good brand ones. So this guy, like, I picked two. It's a cherry blossom mix. That was it. Yeah, Sakura cherry combo, and it's just a ton of different beads. So this kind of thing is fun to do, like bracelets or other things where you're just gonna throw in some different textures and stuff, right? I ordered these guys. They're the turquoise round beads. They're shiny. These are frosted in turquoise. You can see the difference maybe through the bag even, but you can see these are shiny. These are definitely matte. I mean, they're just a ton. And I usually order a couple of each because if I really like them, because again, I wasn't sure. I'm like, how many are you actually getting? So that's what the tube looks like. This was turquoise with a little like iridescence on it. Gold ones. These are actually larger ones because I thought, why not? I think, yeah, 8.0. And, you know, this dark brown, some white ones in the 8.0, some blues, some copper. I mean, I don't know if I need to go through each and every one of these guys. It's a ton. It's a ton. Super exciting stuff. Lots of greens, colors I don't normally typically would pick, because I'm like, well, what if you need those for, like, if you're doing like tapestry bead looms, a lot of times you might, or beading, or looming, should I say, loom beading, I guess. You just need a little bit of this or a little bit of that for like a flower and like a center. And so like, yeah, I can see I don't have any yellow. That's one thing I should have picked up. Pearl color. I mean, just a lot of different colors are in here with tons of turquoise, because I love turquoise. So, okay. I'll pack those back in a moment. I want to say these cost a little more. The ones in those little bags. Oh, some tools. So this is a wire looping plier. I just wanted this for a different reason than my wire loopers, and it's an interesting thing. It has like a concave area. I don't know if you can see that. It's concave here, and then this guy pushes into that. So we can try that. This is just a flex wire cutter, flush cutter. I don't really have one. I have like a cheesy one, or like the 3-in-1s where it has like a cutting area, so I wanted to get that. Beadsmith is a great company, so why not? A lot of these things too, I'm like, well, I can probably get a 50% off with Michaels, but if I'm placing an order and just getting it all at once, I was like, maybe it's worth it. This is so cute. So this is a Toho 1G nylon beading thread pack, and the dark colors, they had some that were just lighter colors, and I thought, well, I might need some pretty colors. And I love the way it's packaged and really cute. And again, for doing all kinds of loom beading and stuff like that. Ooh, I ordered like every type of needle. Let's see. All right. I like trying different needles because they do different things. So this is tulip beading needle assortment in those sizes that you can see there. I love the way it's packaged. I think that's very cute. These guys, for some reason, are super expensive at my local store, and I like supporting local stores, but I was like, no, that's crazy. So size 10 English beading needles. These guys are 4 size 10 needles, but they're obviously bigger than this guy. Sometimes when you're loom beading, you want a longer needle. It depends on how wide your project is, so that when you put the beads on it, you're holding it with your finger, that your needle can hold them, right? Because it would be really painful, annoying if it doesn't. So there you go. So yeah, it's just different flex wire needle, which I thought was cool. I don't think I have any of those, so I want to try that out. Extra fine beading needles with a threader, it says. And then these guys I just thought were fun, and maybe you can find something like this like in a hardware store. Basically, you pinch it like this to open it up, and it's your stopper while you're doing your work, right? Instead of like looping a bead on it, and it's kind of annoying or whatever. So you just use that, and it'll help you so your beads don't fall off as you're working. Oh, I thought I took this out of my cart. I guess I didn't. I have the, okay, this is the Little Ricky beading loom. I had just bought the regular one, and it's expensive. And when my channel went away, my first channel, and I was so bummed because I was like, I want to make a video on that. And now it's like no one's, I was just waiting around to hear back from YouTube, and then I had to start a new channel. So I never used it. It's still in its box, but they're kind of expensive. So right now they are on set. I was thinking about buying another one. I'm like, you haven't even opened the first one. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe do a tutorial on that guy. But this is the Little Ricky. And so this one's smaller. It's the same kind of setup, but it's just a smaller thing to work on. So hopefully I'll make a tutorial on those. I remember people were like, oh yeah, make a tutorial. They really wanted to see a review of the other one, and then, gone. So I couldn't do that. Tulip beading needles. Why are they packaged like this? Interesting. Let's check it out. Oh, okay. It's because it's a sword. I didn't realize it was going to be... What do I have over here? Okay, that one's just different. I didn't know it was going to look like this. This is cute. And they all have their little case. I think that's so cute. Or vial, really. It has a cork stopper on the top. Cute. Someone do say embroidery shop. See, bead embroidery sharp. That's kind of why I didn't want to buy any at my local Indian store. Because I'm like, well, if they're just embroidery things, I have those. But... the tips do look sharper, right, than an embroidery needle. A lot of times it's kind of a little bit rounded. Well, not rounded, it's just not super sharp. So, cool. And then this one, apparently I ordered 2 of, so I don't know if they're different. Let me see. Yeah, they're different, because, well, I mean, they're the same, sorry, because it does say on their, like, second kit. So I ordered 2 of this one. And again, whenever something has beads and they're just good price, I'm like, might as well order it. Beads are beads. They're all pretty. So let's open this guy up. And then that'll be the last thing in the box because there's 2 of them. And I'm just going to open one. Ooh. Well, let's check this out. The Bead Llama community. Okay. And visit our website. Apparently they make the kits maybe. And then Beadaholique was associated somehow with that. I don't know. Maker's gonna make. That is true. That's what I was telling you guys. I have so many hobbies. Let's open this up. Oh, that's cute. A little sticker. I mean, I guess maybe that's what they do. They make jewelry making kits, and that's why you would have like merch like that. I don't know. How to make stretch bracelets. Okay, that's what this one is, which is easy. How do you make stretch bracelets? You just put them on there and tie it off. Surgeon knot. You're good to go. But again, Miranda loves all this stuff, but look at everything that's in here. And I'm telling you, the pricing was like so good. So I didn't even realize it came with all these cute things. So you have 2 little cases, which are adorable. It comes with a whole Opalon stretch jewelry fibers with the kind of, it's basically the stretch stuff. It's called white, which is interesting. I don't know if it's actually what. I guess it is, because this one's a little bit different. This is not like that round stretchy stuff I kind of showed you guys. I picked up a kit from Miranda in the last beading haul that I did. It was an Amazon one. So this stuff is kind of like thinner, and I don't know how to explain it. Instead of being like a round tube like the other one, it's not tube, but like round cord. This is just a little different, this Opalon stuff. But anyway, very cool. Look at this. It comes with everything. I did not know that. Okay, so you have your little scoop to help you with your beads. It has the little trays. The reason these trays are like, and it came with 2 stoppers. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have bought the other ones, because you don't need a million of these, right? But okay. And it has needles. I don't know if you can see this really skinny, this plastic bag here there. Oh my gosh. And then, okay, so these little trays, you put your beads in there, and it makes it easy to pour them back in. That's why it has these little triangle edges. Very cool. It came with a little charm. That is so cute. Well, I'm very happy with these things. Very generous. I mean, who doesn't already have these things? I love that this kit is, honestly, if you don't know anything about beading, everything is here for you. I mean, if you were to pick this up for somebody as a gift, I mean, it has this guy, and you're thinking, what's that for? Maybe, possibly. You just put on your surface, and when you put your beads, or these guys, they don't roll around everywhere, right? Your tools and everything. So it's just a piece of, like, felt. Not really felt. I don't know what this stuff's called. It's like foamy, but it's not foam. You can see that. So that's cool. Because actually, I was wondering where mine was, the ones I have already. And then it came with 2 Toho, again, top of the line beads here. I will say this does say that it's $1.75. I don't know about that. That seems pretty cheap. Well, I guess because these are just regular old ones, round. Like this one says $3.25. Interesting. I didn't even notice that they had prices on it. Again, same size and everything, but these are gold, so they cost more, right? So again, that's why I was popping on 40% off. I was like, oh yeah, all day. I don't remember them being $1.80 though to begin with. So very interesting. Interesting indeed. Black, purple, and like gold, and little clear ones with the silver lining, it looks like. And then it says line crystal. Yeah, silver line crystal. Some little turquoise ones and some little white ones. And a cute little bag. I love that. Yeah, this is really well done. So you guys check them out. Again, I feel like this is separate from Beadaholique, but maybe somebody that works there has their little... I don't know. But there you go. Again, I'll show you that. Very cool. And then, so a little bag with all these beads. So you have... They look like glass beads. Some of them have like little leaves and whatever else. Well, actually, I guess I'll open this up. So that would be one bracelet, I assume, because these colors pretty much go together. And then another bracelet, or set of bracelets, right? It depends. It looks like this might make a few. And then the last one is this, in blues. Yeah, really well done. That's really cute. All right, guys, well, that is it. And so now I got to think about what it is that I want to do. This is a really generous little kit. I don't remember the pricing right now. I feel like it was a good price, but maybe it was a little bit more than like the other kits. I don't know. That's awesome. Okay, really happy to have that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I will see y'all at the next one. Bye now.